Can I show you my favorite mamba of all time? It is a mamba, so slow and steady it goes. No, beautiful girl. We want to talk about you. We want to talk about your venom, your beautiful scales. These snakes have the coolest feeling scales. It's almost like a gnat feeling. Okay, I don't want to get down in that position because she can easily jump back on me. Not that she has feet to jump. There we have it. That's the East African green mamba. Arguably the most beautiful mamba out there. Fully green, an emerald green. They may have yellow and blue flecks on them, depending on the locality and the age of the animal. They're so stunning. My favorite mamba by far. This girl deserves a huge, beautiful enclosure. I want to build her like a massive enclosure that's as tall as me, full of live bushes, because these guys in South Africa, they are found in our coastal belt. Fun fact, these guys have a clear neurotoxic venom, unlike your Cape Cobra who has a yellowish neurotoxic venom. Luckily there is an anti-venom for the snake, but anti-venom is in high demand and short supply. I actually did a video on this which you can check out. It's scary, so just don't get bitten by any sort of venomous snake whatsoever. So this species does obviously need to get milked, which is the process where somebody necks the snake and collects the venom from them in order to produce anti-venom for life-saving snakebite anti-venom. Sit still for a few seconds. I know you're a mamba and you don't like to sit still, but sit still for a few seconds so we can chat about you. Hey, look how the snake is not even struggling to climb up this thin aluminium hook stick, which is quite slippery. They have very good eyesight, so it's watching my every movement now. That's why I'm watching it, not taking my eyes off of it. Light hiss, little bit gaping of the mouth there. Got to watch to see if I'm going to touch the tail, because also I got to realize that the hook is at a very peculiar angle, which is not great for handling an arboreal snake, because she can, if she moves a little bit, she can slip back off of the hook and fall straight onto my hand, which is not ideal. She's watching my knee there, and now she's a little bit more alert. So I need to make sure I'm focusing on every single movement I make. Get ready to move out the way, drop the angle of the hook a little bit, move her away from her tail so I can gently touch it, and there she goes. Not nearly as common as the black mamba. Their venom is also not as toxic as the black mamba because it is lacking that alpha neurotoxin which the black mamba has, and that might be due to the fact that these guys are strictly arboreal, meaning they live in trees, and their primary prey items are like fledgling birds, eggs, that sort of thing, which don't require that fast-acting alpha neurotoxin. Well, that's what the black mamba needs in order to catch its prey items, which are mammals like rodents, dassies, rock hyraxes, that sort of thing. These guys are very, very good at climbing. She's acting so nice. As I say that, she moves a little bit, but that doesn't mean she's not acting nicely. The interesting thing with mambas is they really do react to most of your movements. So if you are a little bit more spastic and move around a bit more, the snake is going to do the same thing. As you can see, she kind of reared up a little bit there, opening her mouth. They are not as readily gapers as black mambas, which open their mouths and show that pitch inky black interior of their mouth. But these guys are beautiful. They get to about 1.8 meters in length. Look at her gaping her mouth there, just checking things out. They're actually highly intelligent animals and will kind of suss things out a little bit. So she's seeing like, how much of a threat am I? If I stay still long enough, she'll probably just leave me alone, turn around and head in the other direction, getting away from my ugly bum. Something that you should never try, obviously, because these are still highly venomous snakes, but I want to prove a point that snakes do not chase you. So I have been kind of threatening this mamba here by tapping her, aggravating her a little bit. She's going for the hook there, but at the same time there, I can do this quite confidently. I can turn around, not look at the snake, and know that it is not going to chase me. If I do make drastic movements, it might come forward if it feels cornered and give me a quick little bite. But the reality is these snakes do not chase you, and they do not want to have anything to do with humans. My lights are flashing. I need to charge their batteries. Let's see, now that she's in a nice, pleasant mood, can we get her up close for my camera to focus? I don't know if it's possible because this camera doesn't seem to like focusing. I got to get that sorted, don't I? These snakes are far more flexible than you would imagine because, think of it, they have to open up their mouths really wide in order to swallow their prey items, so their head can expand in order to swallow these large prey items, and they're able to force it down with their fangs and how they use their muscles, kind of like use a concertina type movement of getting the prey item into their belly, because as you know, these do not possess any appendages that they can use to feed themselves. Like we need knives and forks, they need fangs to... Okay, as you can see there, as I move my hand, she's like reacting to everything. So mambas, they're just such overly hyped snakes. They're just wanting to make a living, not make a killing. They're not out there to get you, remember that.